Rhys, a real game of two halves here at the Shea. Gives you your thoughts straight after that.
Yeah, we were better in the second half. To be fair, we were pretty good in the first half. I just say the same as what I said to the group in there. You can't keep dropping the ball, missing tackles, and giving away penalties. It's as pretty simple as it is. You might have got away with that in League One, but you're not getting away with it in Championship. Certainly not against a team like Halifax. It's frustrating because we're seeing improvements. We are getting better, but unfortunately the teams are getting better that we're playing against. Every time we get a little bit better, so does the team we're playing against. This performance today probably would have got us the win at Widnes. Probably would have got us the win at Batley, but that's not the case. That's not how Championship works. We are getting better. It was pleasing to see that they're starting to understand some of the defensive philosophies that we've been implementing, and they're actually applying it now as well, which is good to see. They're moving the footy a lot better, a lot crisper. We created more opportunities today than we've ever done before. But again, ultimately, Halifax are a top team. I think they showed their credentials last week. And if you want to give them cheap ball like we did at times, they're going to score points, unfortunately, if you want to keep giving them opportunities.
It's a real tough sort of first 15, 20 minutes, set for set, four points apiece, and then a yellow card for Santi, and it seemed to just before half-time start to get away from us there. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, there were a couple real key moments today that just didn't go our way. And again, when you're playing against top quality teams like this, where the margin for error is zero, we don't have any margin for error to try and get these wins. And yeah, yellow card there. Santi just mistimed it. He'd made the effort to chase back, and he double pumped. He double pumped before he hit, and Santi jumped on the first one, and obviously just hit him. And obviously, tries to score an opportunity. If he just either pass it the first time or Santi waits a little bit, he makes the tackle, and they don't score. There was one in the second half where we're on that at the back end of that first half. Sorry, we were on that right edge, and Walmsley just gets in between and manages to take that intercept. And as he's running off, Charlie, gets knocked by one of their players, and obviously it puts him off his stride, and we can't complete that tackle. A different day, and it doesn't trip over. We make that tackle. Just a couple of drop balls there where the line was beckoning, a couple of opportunities there. Yeah, like I said, it's just the margin for error at the moment is zero, and we're just not completing it in the right areas and taking advantage of some of the opportunities that we are creating to get wins against teams like Halifax.
And looking ahead to next week, we've got the visit of Bradford Bulls. There's plenty to take out of this again and turn around. Can you turn it around in a fashion to compete at the weekend?
Yeah, definitely. Like systemically, there's no issue. Systemically, we've been okay for a couple of weeks. Obviously, we were a bit clunky last week, which is bound to be when you take that many players out and lose that many players. Obviously, we've got a couple of people coming back, but systemically, this group's been getting better each week. So I certainly think from that point of view, we've been pretty good, working hard from the inside defensively. We're certainly reducing all those bits and pieces. I'll have to look through it, all the drop balls and the penalties and things like that. And just have a look at if there is singular culprits and what that's down to. But for the most part, they're fairly evenly spread across the group. So that's just a mentality thing. Just got to be more patient, be steadier, let the game unfold a little bit more. Because we're there. We had a great start. This is two top teams we've played in the first chunk, didn't we? Obviously, we got pumped by Featherstone, but even the start of the Featherstone game, we were right there for 15, 16 minutes. We were there 0-0, and with this team it was 4-4. We were right there. We just need to be able to execute and play it. Well, need to be able to play at that intensity for longer while still executing, and that's just currently not happening.
Just tell us about the players we are getting back next week as well. Dane Chisholm will be back in contention, will he?
Yeah, so obviously we've got Chiz back from his HIA. Obviously Ellis Robson, Ben Crooks, Lloyd Roby, Kyle Trout. They'll all still be out for a little bit longer. So we'll be looking at them in the next couple of weeks. But yeah, we've still got we've got a bit of quality sat on the sidelines, there's no doubt, June. But ultimately we had enough there today to have a crack. But we'll have some of those coming back in. Obviously young Joe Gibbons only had one training session with us this week, so he wasn't really in contention. But he'll be fully in contention to get minutes against Bradford. So we'll see how he goes during the week.
Good stuff, Rhys. Thanks for your time.
Cheers.
Cheers.